So I bought my first house 6 months ago. A small, 2-bedroom place just outside of town. It wasn't perfect, but it was mine, and I was proud of it. One night after work, I pulled into the driveway like always. Nothing seemed off. The door was locked, the lights were off. I stepped inside and dropped my keys into the bowl by the door. Then I froze. There was a man sitting on my couch. He was wearing a black hoodie, jeans, and had gloves on. On the coffee table in front of him were my guns, the ones that I kept locked in a case in my closet. He didn't even flinch. He didn't speak. He just stared at me, like I was late to something that he'd been planning for hours. I tried to back towards my front door to flee, but he raised his hand and said, "Stop, sit down." I froze in fear. Then he said, "If you run, I'll shoot. I know how many neighbors you got. I know your routine. I know everything. Sit down." I sat. Then he explained why he was here. He said that he wanted every dollar in my bank accounts, every cent. He knew where I worked, my name, where I went to high school, everything. He showed me screenshots of my accounts, passwords, logins, everything. "How did you get all of this?" I asked him. He smiled. "The internet tells you more than you think. And you post way too much." I spent the next 2 hours transferring everything to a crypto wallet he gave me. I tried to stall, but he wasn't dumb. Every time I hesitated, he tapped the gun on my forehead. When the last transfer cleared, he stood up. "Don't call the cops. If you do, I'll know. If you move, I'll know. You live alone. Nobody's coming to save you." And then he left. He was gone, just like that. I waited 30 minutes before calling 911. They searched the whole house. They found a few fingerprints, but nothing else. He'd even wiped down the doorknobs. My savings were gone. My sense of safety, even worse. The cops said it was probably someone who'd been watching me for weeks, online and in person. Now, I check every window twice before I go to sleep, and I don't post anything anymore online. Because the scariest break-ins aren't loud. They're the ones that feel like he was invited in.